Hello, and welcome to the Teen Beans podcast, where we talk about anything and everything because we are not keen without beans. I'm Sarah, joined by my co-host Danielle. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, if I do say so myself.
That was the first time I asked it back. Well,
Whoa.
progressing.
Alrighty. So, what should we talk about? Let's talk about the Sonic movie
Oh.
and how it
Yeah, I know that was like a little
was
while
a major
ago.
flop. Yeah.
That was like a little while ago. That was like everybody hated the way Sonic looked. I don't know. They tried to make him look like a real hedgehog and then also part human. And I
Yeah.
don't know what they did to him. He didn't look like Sonic.
I remember before summer started, everyone in my class was just laughing at it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was so funny too. It was just so bad. It was funny because of how bad it was, but I don't want to see like a bad video game movie.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see if they're making it a video game movie, I want to see a good one, and they should have, made Sonic look a little less whack.
Or a little more like the actual Sonic.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah. Like
even though it doesn't look that realistic,
Like
who
in
cares? That's what people
Wreck-It
want.
Ralph, Sonic, bro, that was accurate.
Yeah, that was actually Sonic. They could have just taken it from there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's Pixar and so whatever.
Yeah, but Sonic,
And yeah, they could have based it off of
that's
that.
how it looks like. Yeah.
And I know they're like fixing it now. I don't know how long it's gonna take.
I feel bad though, cause everyone they worked so hard on it on the
There's so many memes.
and then everyone is like, it's so ugly, or making memes about it, and then the producers pulled it back and said, okay, we're gonna work on it.
I know there was like the Sonic Delphine meme.
Oh yeah.
No.
I mean, it's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad they're pulling it back to work on it, cause if they didn't, then I'm not sure if they would get as much publicity in the
yeah,
theaters.
they're spending so
They
much.
would still get publicity.
They're spending so much money on
Yeah.
on having to fix it. It's just
But I think it's better to have an actual good movie, with good effects rather than a movie that everyone laughs at
Like,
because it's
what
ugly.
was that? Sharknado.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
not
yeah.
those- yeah. It's just like, I mean, I guess it's people just laugh at it. But
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. There's so many Sharknado movies though.
Yeah. Wait, is there gonna be? I don't know why, but I just thought of Shrek. Is there gonna be another Shrek movie coming soon? I hope
I
so.
don't think so. Everybody's like memeing about
Yeah.
it, but I hope so.
I want another one.
Oh yeah,
I want to rewatch all the Shreks.
Yeah, something actually good about the trailer was that Jim Carrey was in it.
Yeah, we
That's
haven't
pretty-
seen him in a long time.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty epic actor, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's like really funny. I don't know, he just like disappeared. He was in I know they made another Dumb and Dumber, and then he was in this like show that wasn't funny, but I find him better in comedy.
Comedies, yeah.
Comedy, yeah.
I would say he's my favorite actor. That's a hard thing for me to say because I like a lot of actors, but he's my favorite
Oh,
because he's really funny. Like,
Yeah,
and
he is.
he's iconic.
yeah.
Yeah. I like I would say my favorite Jim Carrey movie would be The Mask.
Mask. That was
Yeah.
a really good movie. I like that a lot.
I know some people made fun of it, saying like, "Oh, it's not even that good." The second one was awful.
Yeah, the first one though.
The first one was
with Jim Carrey
iconic.
was like, yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Of course, Ace Ventura is epic.
Yeah, that was funny too.
Yeah, we'd watch that like every summer. That's kind of a tradition.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other ones right now.
And yeah.
There's the Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Yeah,
It's not
I mean
as
that
popular.
wasn't as good as that wasn't one of his best Jim. I know Dumb and Dumber was fun.
Dumb and Dumber.
I didn't watch the second one, but we watched the first one. That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah. First one is, yeah.
Mhm.
Usually first movies are better than the seconds.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, at least from all the movies I've seen, usually the first ones are the best. Second ones aren't that good, and then third ones are pretty good. Better
Yeah.
than the second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. If you were to time travel, what time would you go to?
I mean, like I kind of don't like I don't like the thought of time traveling, but if I were to time travel, I'd probably I don't know, not trying to think. But maybe like around not too long ago. Just actually, the time Microsoft was still before it became before it boomed.
So you
And
can
then-
invest in it.
Yeah, invest like crazy amounts of money and then get like
Yeah.
really rich and be set for life.
I'd
That'd
do
be
that. Same with Microsoft and Apple. I'd invest in both.
Yeah, and Amazon. Amazon.
Oh,
too.
Amazon, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I would like to turn the question on you. So, would you wait? What time would you like to time travel to?
I mean, what you said, your answer was also good. Like
Mm-hmm.
so I have two choices. One is what you said, and then the other is kind of like, I don't know, cuz there are of course issues in every time,
Yeah.
but probably 80s. I love the music. I wish I
Really?
could meet Prince and Michael Jackson and all my favorite celebrities, and I could go to their concerts. I don't know why.
How about would you like to be born in the eight or
Yes. Oh,
you
I
would?
used to have dreams where I was like literally born in the 80s or maybe late 70s, like 78 or something. And I loved it.
Yeah. So what? Okay. So how about if you say you were gonna live like 100 years? Would
Yeah.
okay? Would you rather be born in the time you were born, or would you rather be born in the 80s? But every year there counts as 2 normal years. So instead of living 100 years, you would live say 50 years.
Wait, so if I were born then, um, or okay, are you saying if I'm born in the 80s or?
Yeah, born in the 80s, your life would be cut in half, or born in the time you were born,
That's
and
a
it would
difficult question.
be,
Because then, would I know? I wouldn't. I suppose I wouldn't know what I know today. Like about
yeah,
Amazon, Microsoft. Okay. Oh God. I'm not so sure. Probably 80s. Why not? I
yeah,
feel like I would come up with something. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. I would like to kind of,
I feel like that would be my time, but obviously I don't live there now, so now I gotta work with this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wouldn't change anything if there was a choice to time travel or to not time travel. I would probably
I mean,
just stay
it
the same
depends
because
on which time I would enjoy the most. If I'm
yeah,
gonna live miserably in the 80s, I don't want to live in the 80s, but if I'm gonna
yeah, like,
live better than I would here, I'd go to the 80s.
oh yeah. I don't know. It's tough. Like if you
Yeah.
are presented that thing, how are you gonna know? I mean, it's just like all hypothetical, anyways. But
Yeah.
yeah.
What's more important, time or money? I mean, I know time is money, but like,
Uh,
you know,
I would say
spending
probably
time with people or something,
time, because like
Yeah, time.
yeah, because what you can do with your time, like you can use it to work really hard, like overtime at your jobs and get more money, or get a higher paying job and spend all your time
Exactly.
there to get more money. And that in that case, you're using your time to get money, or it's almost like when you're spending time with somebody, it's not necessarily like
About money.
it's
It
not
doesn't have to be
yeah, it
about
doesn't have to be about money, but
Yeah.
at any moment you could be getting money. So I don't know, I would say time, because like say if I were to sell one of my years, if I were to sell a year for like $1 million, like if I had that choice, I wouldn't sell a year, even if like
I
you
mean,
knew
I'd
how
sell
long
1 year maybe. I'm kidding. I don't know. But yeah, it's weird to think about because we live in such a
we live in a
we
society.
live in a world where we need. I mean, we've always lived in a world where we need money. We need even when we are able to afford what we have, we still crave more. And I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing in certain cases. But some people have all the money in the world or are really well taken care of, I guess. But they feel like their life isn't worth it, or they feel they have to overly shop because they don't really have, say, they don't have friends. So then they just buy like a bunch of handbags to be their friends, They
Yeah.
compensate in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange as humans. Um, how do we manage our free time? Or what is your ideal way of doing that?
I mean, yeah, of course I guess spending time with my friends, also doing like my work from school. Obviously in the summer we have like no work, but I would say my homework and stuff like that, is gonna be like number one. But I feel like socializing and becoming friends and having friends is also like very important. So I would say that's a very close second
Yeah.
to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I would say that similar to your answer because I mean, I do like to be productive in my free time, but sometimes you gotta focus on your mood, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes you're just, I don't know, it's weird. Your heart or your brain, you tell yourself that, hey, I do not want to do that. And then, I don't know, I try to listen to myself sometimes because most of the time I'm just like, okay, I gotta work, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'd say in the summer, it's easier to listen to yourself and do what you want.
Yeah.
While still being productive, like with this podcast, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And what are some websites, games, or apps that you like?
I mean, I would say Overwatch, Destiny, for games wise. I mean, I don't really have that many apps or websites that I like too much, but Overwatch, Destiny 2, especially what they're gonna be doing in the new September update. They're gonna be like making a good portion free.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just Overwatch, Destiny, and then I don't know. I'm thinking maybe Minecraft, but just because everybody already had it. Like I know it's now it's kind of for a while it was like a weird thing to. After a while it was like, okay, well, we're still playing Minecraft, and then it was kind of like a weird thing.
It was trending in the beginning, and then everyone started turning it into a meme, sort of.
Yeah, and then people were playing it ironically.
Yeah.
But now people are unironically playing it. But I mean, I guess it's kind of cool since everybody already has Minecraft, and it's so just whenever they want to pop on, they can just pop on. It's not like Overwatch. Not everybody has Overwatch. Like tons of people have Minecraft already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Games, Minecraft. I've played Overwatch like once or twice.
Yeah.
I played Watch Dogs. Oh no! What's that game we played on PS4 with our friends? Gang Beasts.
Gang Beasts.
I love
so
Gang
fun.
Beasts.
Gang
oh
Beasts.
my god.
Yeah.
It's so fun with friends.
Oh yeah, I also play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
On the Nintendo Switch. I like that too.
Yeah, that's so fun.
Yeah. What else What else? I would say. GTA 5. That's fun.
Yeah, that is really fun, but it's just like tons of grinding. I like this so much. I got it on PlayStation and PC. It's just that there's like a lot of grinding to it before you can have fun, but doing it with your friends, that's the most fun part about it.
Yeah. Well, some apps and websites that I would say I use the most are Instagram. By the way, follow us on our Instagram at the Teen Beans Podcast. Snapchat, Discord to talk to friends.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and House Party. That's when I it's pretty much like FaceTime. I find it really fun.
Yeah, actually, I forgot to. I was thinking about different apps, like games on the apps.
Okay.
But yeah, social media, like obviously YouTube.
YouTube at the Teen Beans Podcast and Castbox.
Instagram,
we're on there too.
Instagram, and then there's Snapchat. I send streaks every day, so I'm on that daily, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't use that much Spotify.
And I don't use Spotify that.
Yeah, when much. I do, it's usually just on PC. Oh, and Discord I use some like.
I think we use it daily.
Yeah, we do use it daily. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's weird. A lot of people, I think, in our class or age group, I guess, we switch from actually texting from the message app to texting through Snapchat.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's easier, like if you have a school assignment or something, you just get their Snapchat and then you make a project group, because like almost everybody has Snapchat, even if you don't have a phone number, like you don't have a SIM card, you can still get Snapchat. And also I guess it's like a privacy thing too. Not everybody wants to give out their phone numbers.
Exactly, because sometimes I remember when I got my first phone, I wasn't allowed to have Snapchat just because I was young, I guess. I was in 6th grade, so everyone was asking me for my number, and sometimes I would even, as I said before, I couldn't really say no, so I would give people my number even though I didn't want to. But yeah, Snapchat's good for that, avoiding that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Instagram as well, and also you can share photos of yourself or
The filters are fun on Snapchat and Instagram.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, one thing that I think anyone can learn, whether you're, I don't know, no matter the age or career or whatever. How do you handle criticism?
I mean, I take it kind of lightly because I mean, too much is like that's definitely too much. Or if it's too personal, then
Yeah.
that's not good. But if it's to improve myself, like if somebody's saying, well, next time maybe you should speak louder. Sorry, we didn't completely hear you clearly. Then that's to help me.
Yeah.
But if it's just, oh, that your presentation was dumb, and then that's kind of not really, it's
Yeah.
not like it's gonna help me or
That's an
anything.
important point that you brought up. There's a difference between criticisms. There's one on a personal level and then professional criticism.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Professional, I respect that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, whether, you know, and I take it lightly. I try not to take it personal. We all try not to take it personal. I think.
Yeah.
And I try to improve upon that. But personal, which I think we're all gonna experience it. I don't know how to. I know definitely I react to it differently than how I used to. I think now I just don't care. I brush it off and do
Yeah.
what I want to do and not worry about what other people are gonna think of me. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. The future of cars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess like we're talking about a lot about time in this
Yeah.
episode. So as time changes, the older cars depreciate, and then the specs, the specs of an older cars, like say, I mean, I know Ferrari 458 isn't that much older, but yeah, like obviously depreciated, and you can get a used one for say like 125,000, 100 something, like in the lower 100,000s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, so you can get the same performance of that, and well, in the new C8 Corvette,
Yeah.
with the performance model or version, obviously, but like regardless, it's kind of weird and cool how the technology, I guess, is
Yeah.
it's becoming more available, and that
Advanced.
advanced and available, and that those specs like 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, which is still pretty fast, which is really fast. You can get that in like a C8 Corvette with the performance package. That's maybe slightly over 80,000, which
Yeah.
isn't a lot. And I know the base price of that C8 Corvette is gonna be like 60,000, and plus it looks very nice.
Yeah. One thing to talk about when it comes to cars. Well, I would say my dream car is an Audi R8 because of Tony Stark. Like, it just looks so good. Or maybe an Audi e-tron, I'm not really sure.
The e-tron GT.
It looks so good. I like how there are more electric cars and they're working better.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the looks of I forgot what it was called, but the Polestar, it's by Volvo. It was like a coupe Polestar that looked really nice. It was
Oh.
fully electric too, but I don't know. I think for me it's too hard to point a finger on a specific dream
Yeah.
car because I like so many cars. It's just I don't know. For
Hey,
now,
who says you have to have one?
yeah. For
Yeah.
now, it's kind of hard to say. Okay, well, just one car, but
Yeah.
yeah, I like
Well,
a lot of
I mean,
cars.
it's not really my number one dream car, but I mean, it's a car that I have to have before I die.
Yeah.
Like, it's my bucket list. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
But it's strange to think about that even only a few years ago, electric cars were kind of a, not taboo subject, but people didn't really like them, or they'd make fun of it.
I mean, I know
And then I think Tesla kind of changed that.
Top Gear and stuff like that
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
original Tesla Roadster, the one with the, I think it was Lotus body, but the Tesla engineering. Yeah. But I think Top Gear made fun of that like a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, I mean, now they're achieving such good performance, and like they're like instant torque. I mean, yeah, with electric cars you get instant torque, but they're so fast,
yeah.
and then such long ranges, and yeah, it's kind of almost like it's really hard to beat. You know, because
they're really
there's-
revolutionizing the automotive
yeah,
industry.
there's so much good about it. It's hard to find something bad about it. I mean, yeah, the prices of electric cars are more, but besides that,
And they're
like,
not really. Oh, sorry to cut you off. They're not really saying that. Oh, if you don't buy an electric car, you know, are
Killing,
destroying the world.
yeah.
Yeah, they're giving you a choice. They're not making you feel bad about owning a non-electric car.
yeah.
They're just saying, okay, we can slowly, like they're talking about baby steps, and that's exactly why it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it, and I know the new Tesla Roadster is coming out, and that's gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna look amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna drive amazing too. I heard.
Remember when there was this person on the radio? I don't know what radio station or what. Someone said that it'll be at least 50 years before we have a
Tesla.
No, before we have a electric semi truck or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, and then
Tesla 5 days later announced it.
Yeah, it's like
Announced that they're working on it or something.
weird flex, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was kind of funny
Yeah.
because we were like
It's like a
listening.
slap in the
yeah,
face.
yeah, exactly. He's like,
Yeah.
because that's never gonna happen. And they also, I forgot if they when they were announcing the semis, they had the Roadster out there, and that really excited people.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he sent one into space, and he was that confident in his rockets. I mean, that's a different subject for maybe a later time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, a Tesla is also one of those cars where I'm like, okay, I have to have at least. Doesn't matter what model, but I have to have at least one before.
Yeah.
In my life, you know.
Even the
it seems cool.
Yeah, and they made it a more affordable one, the Model 3, which starts out at 35,000, which is not as affordable as other cars, but still, it's supposed to be, I guess, more premium. And with that technology right now, it's hard to produce something of that those specs of that caliber for cheaper. I guess in the future it'll probably be more available for an even less cost. Yeah.
But they're doing well with what they have, and exactly. They're providing, I would say, premium quality for, the price is worth it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a good car. It seems like a good car for everyday drive, going to work or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can have like a sports car as your, I don't know, occasional Sunday driving, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's talk about people worth knowing. People we think are worth knowing.
Oh.
And maybe why? I don't know.
I mean,
obviously, on the subject of Tesla, I'd say Elon Musk.
Yeah, I would. I mean, he's like a great guy with great revolutionary ideas.
Yeah.
Like with SpaceX, PayPal, and Tesla. It's just that
Solar City.
Solar City too. And it's just that, I mean, he's
the boring company. Sorry.
Boring too. But he just does too much tweeting. Well, he did. Now he stopped, and because he stopped, the stock went up a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good now. So before he used to like hurt himself. But yeah, besides the fact that he used to tweet out all his thoughts, I think he's like a pretty good inspiration. Like he's
definitely.
a good to many people.
Yeah, he has this quote. I'm not reading it exactly, but I'm just trying to remember it. You don't have to be. No, an ordinary person can become extraordinary or something similar to that. And he's like people call him the modern or real life Tony Stark. Yeah.
Yeah, and also I would say Keanu Reeves. I mean, kind of for the meme. I guess he was.
Oh.
He's breathtaking. No, I guess because of
Shrek. Okay.
he was so. I mean, he's kind of nice and down to earth. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just because like he's not really. He's humble, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems like a shy, humble guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. With all his success. I don't really know. Who else? I'm not sure. Can you think of anyone else?
I mean,
of course there are a lot of people, but off the top of my head, I can't really think.
Maybe like
besides Elon Musk.
Steve Jobs, because he.
Yeah, Steve Jobs.
Like because of.
And Bill Gates.
I mean, Bill Gates. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're great inspirations for everyone, but especially our age group.
Yeah.
because
So
we're so not, I hate to say obsessed with technology, but we live in a world where it's so common, and sometimes we end up relying on technology, and they've done so much for the
yeah,
tech world.
yeah.
So we can, you know, be
Also,
inspired by that.
yeah, Michael Dell as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I like Coco Chanel. It's pretty random, like,
Yeah.
but
I
she
mean,
has a lot of inspirational quotes.
yeah. I mean, I guess now we can move on to brands.
Oh yeah,
Brands that are worth knowing, or
or
our
worth
favorite
following. Yeah,
our favorite brands. I mean, my favorites are like Guess and
Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Guess, like for clothing, for bags, for anything really.
Yeah, they have really nice designs. Same thing with Polo. I
Yeah.
really like those. Like shirts and like yeah, basically the same thing. I like Guess and Polo. They have really nice clothes and sometimes like accessories too. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Versace.
Versace.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they're. I mean, I know some
Pricey.
people. Yeah, some people say that their stuff or their designs look tacky. I don't think so. Like it's over the top, yes, but you know, Diva's gonna wear what she wants to wear.
Yeah.
It's gold. It looks royalty. It looks royalty. It looks royal. Yeah. I don't know. That's my aesthetic, I guess.
Like exotic, I guess.
Yeah,
Or-
exotic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like other designers, but Versace's like, I feel like they're sometimes overlooked. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Definitely know some people who talk bad about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad brand. It's just I guess really expensive. Just same
Yeah.
thing with like
And
Gucci and
Gianni Versace is one of my inspirations because he used to, I mean, he built such an amazing brand just from drawing down. I mean, I know a lot of designers have done that too, but I don't know why. But Gianni Versace just strikes me that way. So, yeah. Let's talk about, I don't know, diet and exercise.
diet and exercise. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's. I don't know. What do you want to?
That's one of my goals, like for the new school year, because I'm gonna be walking around a lot too.
Oh yeah.
Because we have a large campus, much larger than our last. So I want to. We have a gym finally, like a real gym, and I want to, take some time out of my day to work out more.
Yeah. This is for us. It's gonna be the first year that we don't have PE.
Yeah.
So for me, what I'm gonna try to do is try to join maybe like a sports club or
Or a
a
team.
sports team. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those maybe.
Yeah.
And then see where it goes from there. Cause I know because usually in school PE is just so that way, although like you're in school and you're sitting around basically all day, it still keeps you active. But then without PE, we're just sitting there. So I think sports and exercise does play a good part, and it keeps you healthy and mentally as well. Like so it can just kind of keep you fresh and up for doing your like paying attention in class and
Yeah.
staying focused and
Yeah.
stuff like
It's
that.
great for the
yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I really want to find a sport that I'm passionate about. Because I know when I was in elementary and middle school, I loved basketball. Now I hate it. And I remember last year, I loved badminton. And I
Yeah,
really
I
want
do.
to get into that more. Or I love volleyball too. So I want to find my favorite sport and just go all out for it.
Yeah.
As far as diet, last year and the year before, I was really strict on myself about diet. I mean, I feel like in every break, like spring break, winter break, summer, I end up. I mean, I keep sort of I kind of stay with the diet, kind of am a little loose about it, but I'm not gonna beat myself up over it because we
Yeah.
know summer is when we kind of
Like
relax more.
yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, like you're moving or you do more stuff in summer, kind of.
Yeah.
Or because it's free time, you can go wherever you ride bikes
Yeah.
and
You don't have to set boundaries on yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, I mean, as of like diet wise, for me, I'm not that strict. I just make sure I get the veggies in, veggies in,
yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
and fruit. It's good too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to, going into the school year, obviously I think everyone with any sort of goals that they have, they're gonna get right on it. That goes for diet and exercise for me. Yeah, what else? We got Materials Worth Reading. Let me think of a good book. I like the Illuminae Files. You haven't read that, but it's really good. It's nice sci-fi. It's interesting.
I read The Giver, and that was I don't know, that
You
was
had to read it for school.
yeah, and I had to read it for school, but still, like and during school I didn't like it because it was work, but then it was actually kind of a good book. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, there's this book that I had to read last summer for homework. It was The Alchemist, and when I bought it, I was so I did not want to read it because no one likes summer homework. Like, everyone just has to admit it. Whether or not it's a good book, no one likes summer homework. But I ended up falling in love with the book. Well, mainly because of the quotes, not so much because of the plot. But it had so many great quotes in it, and the whole story is sort of like a giant metaphor for life.
Yeah.
You just chase your dream and do not, stop no matter how many people make fun of you for it, or no matter what obstacles are in that way. You'll get to the top.
I mean, I know a book that I didn't like reading and was The Pearl. I hated that. I don't know why I hated that so much. I thought it was like kind of dumb, but I don't know. Some parts about it were kind of helpful, I guess. Like people trying to stop you from kind of succeeding in a way.
Yeah.
Where I mean, I'm not gonna spoil that much about the book, but it's literally called The Pearl. So what happens was he finds a pearl, a big pearl, and he goes to like these people to sell the pearl, and they're saying, oh, it's fake, they're not going to give him that much and stuff like that. But then later they were just joking around, but it's kind of, they're trying to show that people sometimes get jealous and try to stop your success. But I don't know, for me the book wasn't that enjoyable. I
think sometimes
other books,
like something I have a lot of love-hate relationship with a lot of books, because I don't particularly love the plot, but I love the quotes and how meaningful they are, or the message behind it. Yeah. But one thing, last year I did not really have to read for school. I mean, I read in my free time, but we weren't assigned any particular novels. We were actually focusing on making our own material, like writing essays, stories, and poetry. So I recommend that to anyone. Find your niche, or anything that you find a hobby.
Yeah.
If you don't have one. I ended up falling in love with poetry, reading it, writing it, presenting it.
And even like your hobbies sometimes can lead into
careers.
your future careers, and that might be what you want to do for the rest of your life. And
and you can turn it into a success. It's so weird because sometimes people think that what they do is like, I don't know, let's see, they work on one project and then they're like, oh, it's trash, and then someone else discovers it and thinks it's amazing, and it ends up turning into an art later. Like, I don't know, it's really fascinating. I find that.
Just like, say for example, I mean, it's not gonna happen all the time, but say for example, you really love building houses in Minecraft. And like Legos or stuff like that. Like, you could become an architect or something like that, and then because you might love it,
Yeah, I think that's what strikes people. That's what people love. When you throw so much passion, sweat, tears, love into something that you're working on, whether or not you're aware of that, people notice that. People notice that you worked really hard on it, and then that shows in your work, like with poetry or writing, or even painting, drawing, art, all sorts of art. It shows in that. Even a lot of other inventions. It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you shouldn't really, you shouldn't really have a job or a career. You shouldn't pick a career that you're just doing to get a lot of money. You should do something you like, because chances are you're going to be doing that for the rest of your life. So even if you don't get paid that much in the beginning, like, you could turn it into like a big business or something, or say, I don't know, if you're not making enough money doing whatever that thing is, you can just expand it.
Yeah.
Or you could do it like, if you're working for a company doing something, but you really like this thing, but you're not getting enough money, you just make your own business.
Yeah. Be your own boss.
Yeah, be your own boss. Have a boss. Boss. Have a twist on it. And
Yeah. Do something you enjoy, you're passionate about, and that's because I mean it makes me sad, or it does make me sad when there are people my age or even people like from the past generations who were sort of forced to be either a doctor or an engineer, or they were forced to do one thing. They didn't really have a choice in what they wanted to do, and then they regretted it for the rest of their life because they're making money but they're not enjoying life.
yeah.
If you enjoy what you do, then I feel like that's when you get the most progress done. Don't worry about money in the beginning, it'll come later.
Yeah,
If
just
you
like,
really love what you do.
yeah, like say if you love working on cars, you're gonna be
You're
see,
gonna
you're,
work.
you're gonna enjoy working, and you're
Yeah.
gonna get paid for having fun, I guess, or doing what you like.
Yeah.
You're gonna get paid for
You're
that.
and if you love something, and sometimes maybe one of your projects doesn't really work out the way you expect it, or there's a mistake, you're gonna work so hard. Because you love it so much, you're gonna work so hard to fix that problem, and then your masterpiece will make millions or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's easier said than done to not focus on the money in the beginning, but it's true, and I think everyone deep down knows it. And it's never too late to do what you love.
Yeah.
Because some people, they have hobbies and they do stuff in their free time, but they don't really share it with other people. And it's all right. But I think that could sometimes be a career in its own. Your hobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have multiple careers. Yeah. This is a random topic, but what are your guilty pleasures? Something that you're like, I don't know, sort of embarrassed to tell people that you like.
I mean, I don't really have.
For me, it's ASMR, and you make fun of me all the time.
I don't like it. I don't know what about it. It just sounds.
I find
bad
it entertaining.
to
Like
me.
I don't think it's like my ears don't get tingly, or I'm like, oh, I love it or something. No, I like it because I just find it funny. I don't know why, but
I mean, I guess.
it calms me.
I don't know. I don't really have a guilty pleasure, but my guilty pleasure I would say like a guilty pleasure for a while was still kind of liking Minecraft, even though when everybody was hating on it, I
Bro.
kind of didn't really hate on it that much.
I mean, that's
kinda,
not really a guilty pleasure.
I don't really have a guilty
Roblox
pleasure.
is one.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I used to like Roblox, and some of my friends used to get together as but they would play ironically, and they ended up liking it too, and playing unironically. But I don't know. Yeah, and now I don't play it anymore.
Oh, I got one. So everyone used to make fun of me. I mean, not actually bully me for it, but they, just friendly teasing or something, because I like Shakespeare. Like I love. Okay, I read Hamlet. I read a lot. I can't even remember all that I've read of him. The Cornelius, I liked it. Everyone in my class made fun of it. Like they liked it because they liked laughing at it and making, sort of like a meme, sort of like Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I actually loved it because I love Shakespeare's word. The way he words everything is just yeah.
I mean, you also used to like To Kill a Mockingbird, or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Everyone hated it.
everybody hated
Or
it.
a lot of people hated it.
It was I don't know, it was okay, nothing. It was a little weird.
Oh, you read it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
It was okay, I guess.
I think I liked it at the time because I haven't read it in a long time. I kind of forgot a lot of it, but I liked Atticus Finch.
Yeah, the
I want to
lawyer.
get I need to get a pet and name him Atticus. Just because.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of the books that I love, if I go back and read them, I feel like I won't love them as much. So I think they mean a lot in that moment that I read them,
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a bookmark in my life. Oh my lord. No pun intended. Like, yeah. How about you?
I don't know. I don't really have. Like I said already, I don't really have guilty pleasures because I like whatever I like. I just say it publicly. Like I like cars.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And I just say that publicly. I like playing video games. Everybody knows that too. So it's not really like I'm trying to hide it or I'm ashamed. Really, it's just I don't know. I'm fine with everybody
Oh,
knowing kind of what I
have
like.
another one. So we would have computer class in our old school, and everyone hated it, and they would make fun of anyone who liked computer class. Now I didn't actually like the class, but I liked coding, and I liked what we were learning.
Yeah, same. I liked what we were learning, but we didn't really learn that much because of the teacher. It was kind of
But we
whack.
learned from the website. So
Mhm.
I like the idea. I want to learn more code, and you know, yeah, I guess one of my goals. I keep mentioning goals, but I mean we have to set them, right? Because
Yeah.
every day is going by. Every day of summer is going by. School is getting closer, so I want to read more, and I want to try to set my goal at at least one book a week.
Mm.
Because with all the schoolwork, I know one book should be good enough, should be achievable, hopefully.
Yeah. My goal, like I think I said it last episode, but it's just to kind of like just to go over everything I'm gonna learn next year.
Yeah.
But like, so I know the basics, so I'm not going in blind, really. So when I step into class, and say maybe the first week or something, or eventually if I get like a pop quiz in the beginning,
Yeah.
like I'm still gonna have at least something to fall back on, like just a little knowledge, prior knowledge, or say if we didn't get too far in the beginning of school, and then we do have a pop quiz, if I know a bit of the future, I can kind of
Yeah.
assume part of the past, you know, like say especially in social studies. That's what I'm
I just
thinking
got
about.
a thing. It sort of has to do with setting a goal, but also has to do with a previous question on how to handle criticism. Do you have, like, how do you have confidence? And follow-up question to that, do you have confidence in your work or yourself or both?
I mean, I just keep doing it. I guess I don't like stop.
Yeah. Because
Um,
there's a fine line between confidence and, being narcissistic.
Yeah, like arrogance.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess you don't like go around or you don't say, "Oh, I can do everything the best, better than anybody can do it." It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, I might not be the best at math, but I know I can solve this problem. I know I
Don't
can.
let people put you
Yeah,
down.
like I know I can solve this problem. I might not be the fastest at solving it, but I can solve it. Same thing with social studies, like, or any other subject really.
Yeah.
And then I have it more in I have like confidence more in like myself, I guess. Like
Yeah.
I'm confident that I can do it, and it's really anybody can do it if they
Yeah.
really put their mind to it. Like if they really actually want to do it. If they don't want to do it and they're doing it just because they have to, then it's probably not gonna get done. Like if you, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard for homework in class, or because usually you don't want to do that stuff.
Yeah.
But
I would say I have a similar answer to that question. Because, I mean, we all have our insecurities. That's something that's commonly shared between everyone. I mean, we all have different insecurities. But we all have them,
yeah,
But we just don't want to show that. You don't want to. A lot of people are good at showing that they don't have insecurities. They're good at making it look like they don't have it, but they really do inside.
yeah,
And even the change of your posture can really say a lot about confidence, or can give the illusion that you either have or don't have confidence. And
yeah. Just like one of our teachers in class used to say, always sit up straight and like be confident, sit up straight, and so you can learn the best.
But I would say, I mean, I am confident to some extent. I am confident in both work and myself, but I'm more confident in my work. Because my work is everything. I put my heart and soul into my work, and I like to stand up for that. Sometimes I end up standing up for that more than even myself. Like,
I'm more just confident in myself that I can do it.
In your abilities.
In my ability that I can do it. So, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've talked a lot about a lot of different topics. We went from Jim Carrey and Sonic to time travel and money to brands to
depreciating car values and
to
that future.
diet and self-development, I guess, or just wow, we talked about a lot.
Yeah. I think it would be a good time to stop right now.
Definitely some great progress made. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Please follow us on Instagram at the Teen Beans Podcast. We post on both YouTube and Castbox currently at the Teen Beans Podcast. Please subscribe and comment any topics, comments suggesting topics for future podcasts. And thank you for listening. We hope to see you in the future. Stay tuned.
And remember, you're not keen without beans.